Yeah, I mean, obviously everybody's come off the back of 5 pretty large days, and today it's just one little last bit. But everybody's giving their all because it's the race time is about 20 minutes, where normally I have a target time of 50 minutes. So you cannot sit up for 1 second. It's a real dash. You just give everything you've got. Try and get a good lane and out to the correct side. So it's quite an unforgiving race. There's absolutely no space. No one's giving any quarter. But it's good fun to do. It's something different.
Yeah, so I was guaranteed a medal, and of course it would have been a little bit annoying losing the second place, which I was coming into the medal race. But in the end of the day, my goal was to take a medal here, and then it would be a little bit stupid changing the goal during the regatta. So in the end, I was coming into today and knowing I would be happy with whatever result, which is kind of a good feeling going into the medal race. Going in, I was hoping to be fighting for the medals. I knew Mickey and Matthew had been almost unbeatable all season last year. And then now I finally managed to split those two up. But they were all both, Matthew in the medal race was just unbeatable. He was going so quick off the line. I tried to get his wake, but even the wake was going too quick for me.
Yeah, it's always pretty surreal this soon after the race, but yeah, it was certainly, I got a few tingles there during the race, especially when I ran at the first top marking first, and yeah, I sort of figured that obviously couldn't go into cruise control, but that the job was almost half done then. Yeah, it's surreal, it's great. Yeah, to win a world championship in itself is incredible, but to do it back to back and in the Olympic year as well, and have to do it quite close together too, makes it feel even more special.
So I went around the women mark in 5th, coming down the first run. Managed to get just overlapped outside Herman, and I was thinking if I could break the overlap before the mark and get ahead of him, so I wouldn't have to give him room, that would be a pretty good outcome.
If we look at the results, it looks like nothing changed, but actually it was a dramatic medal race with a key moment at the Wearn mark where Mickey Beckett nearly managed to get the better of Herman, but Herman held on and the results stayed the same.
Yeah, it was a very key moment when both me and Mickey were coming down to the bottom mark. I luckily got room for him just in the end, but it was a really close one, and had he gone the other way, I think I would have had a really hard time catching him up on the second upwind. Yeah, definitely a race-defining moment.
I wasn't, the overlap as I needed to see it was directly behind my head, and I was at it's a windy day. It's quite hard to look around and see what needed to be seen. So I hailed protest, but I think the jury were in a good position to see it, and they gave it the green flag. That was the only real incident of the race. I rounded just behind him, followed him out to the left. But there's not many passing lanes. It's quite a short, snappy little race, and so that's how it finished.
Well, Adelaide has been absolutely fantastic. The hospitality world class, and that is another World Championships done and dusted with an Australian world champion. Matt Wearn threw down the gauntlet, dominated the medal race to secure that gold in the Olympic year.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit more emotion in it. Yeah, obviously being in Adelaide in Australia is incredible, and not many people can say that they've had a home world championship, and yeah, it's probably as close as I'm going to get to it. So yeah, it feels incredible, and yeah, to have family and friends so close by just makes that much more special.
So it's Australia first, Norway second, GBR third, and once again it's the Olympic year, so these will undoubtedly be names to watch for the future. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully join us for the Masters Regatta, which kicks off next week.